He thought he could diss me, so I had to throw it back on him. What? Wow. Nah, them cookies was smacking. I put the whole thing in my mouth. Yo, my fantasy draft went crazy. I have the best tight end. That's how
people, and some people, a lot of people feel like I'm nuts. I'm retarded. Don't get it twisted.
You don't want to say this.
It's okay. Fine. It's all right. And I don't. And my thing is, no, I am retarded. Like, I have some things. No. Why can't? Why
You're
can't?
not retarded.
No. I don't mean retarded in a special way.
Yeah, he definitely does not do that.
I'm speaking on an aspect of a slang term.
Okay.
So when I mean retarded, I mean it in the slang form.
Okay.
I don't mean.
Could he say goodbye? We ain't gonna never die, we ain't gonna never die. I'm an icon in real time. Why'd I wait this long to tell in my ill mind? We ain't gonna never die. We ain't gonna never die. Yeah. We ain't gonna
Close doors, and again, speaking from me, like knowing what I feel like I'm up against, like that's why I was rehearsing my presentation because that's just who I am by nature. Like I put the pressure on myself to do things. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like when I'm introducing a new lesson, every new lesson I introduce, I rehearse it at least at least twice, so I can master the misconceptions.
I'm just saying, sometimes you don't, sometimes you go through it at yourself and you don't even realize you doing it. And that was a part of your growth, but just because you grew faster than somebody else, somebody could not grow until they 50.
Yeah, he's almost 60.
I'm just saying though.
I know pompous assholes
And
like
some
that,
people,
bro.
as old as people, some people go forward, some people go backward.
You know, the evil within me.
That's a fact. The evil within you.
You know what I'm saying?
You know how far, as young as you was, and the thing that you took, people looked at it as dumb, not realizing the pain that you was going through, the reason why you was reacting the way you was reacting. But everybody called it overreacting.
But I like also to therapy. Everybody should go. Yeah. Everybody should go. We all need it. We definitely all need that hope. You know what I'm saying? Because I personally think that after a certain age, if you ain't dealt with your demons yet, you gotta know it's you.
You feel good? There's so much bone, brother. How you feel, man? I feel alright. I call your name. I don't want no people to know you're in here. How you feel, fella? Hey, yeah. Sure getting down. Look at him. Ah. We're gonna have a funky good time. 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 Let's take 'em up, Fred. We gotta take you high.
You always dealing with new ones.
Of course.
You're never completely
And of course, and that's why the therapist.
That's what I'm saying though.
And
That's why the therapist is necessary. But you're never completely done dealing with
No one. I think human is the most complex group of people that's unsolvable. We can sometimes get to come together, but it'll never be complete. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact. But sometimes
But
we don't close that door within our path.
But if you're gonna just sit there and be like, this because of this, it's because of this, it's because of this, and do nothing to help yourself fix it.
Sometimes you don't know where to start. You can't say that.
But then it goes full circle to this. As men expressing us, as I said again, I think men should express themselves around other men who are like that.
But the thing is finding those men who are like that. So nah, but like, all jokes aside, like it's just being a black man in this society now is really difficult, and it's really difficult in education, and I didn't start feeling that until last year. Like, I won't say last year, I'm lying. Until like my last couple years, like last 3 years. You know what I'm saying? And I realized like I really have to manage and really control like I'm fucking the Incredible Hulk.
You have to just hold on to every situation.
And I was like, and this is what I'm bad. I'm not bad. I'm discussing in therapy. It's just like, how do I manage that? Because to a point, it's like it's exhausting. Like I'm exhausted at the end of the day.
I know you have a goal. Yeah. Professionally, you guys are trying to help and do as much as you can to influence the kids. Do you think you getting too emotional, we'll say, use that word, will make them hinder your ability to move forward and do more with the influence.
Educator, and you are able to connect with like students on a way. Like you're probably the most popular teacher at the school.
Watch out!
No, seriously, like he is like even like when the old kids come back, like they always go to him first. So like amazing educator, and not just like through the lens of education, but through the lens of life. And kids like really gravitate to him for that, and that's where he becomes like a big threat because he's like a father figure to like the whole school.
Right.
Physically, his stature is like, you know, like his presence is immediately felt when you walk into a room, or you're like you see him pray when you walk in that room, for example, immediately. And that is threatening. Whereas my presence is way different. Like I'm very subtle. I kind of look like a student. If I have on a blue shirt like the kids, people have. He did it to me. He's like, hey, what? Why are you in the hallway right now? I turned around and I was like, he's like, oh, that's work.
Oh yeah, I work here.
But I don't just do it and do it well. I do it and I tell why I do it. And that's where a lot of it.
Willing to explain.
And that's where our leadership lacks. They don't talk a lot.
But I'm getting to the point of vulnerability because day one I tell my students, I'm like, tell me I'm wrong. When I am wrong, tell me I'm wrong. Do not feel like I am the gatekeeper of knowledge.
Figure that can be infallible.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say I'm not wrong, but we will have a discussion about it. And if we do discuss and we find out that I am wrong, I will apologize to everybody.
Do you feel like...
I've done it 3 times.
No, but I'm saying, do you feel like that society says, because a lot of people in society feel like that's what hurt this generation. Remember the fact of the matter is that we wasn't raised that way. Your shit was to be seen and not heard. I don't know how many of y'all heard that, but I've heard that.
No.
It was practiced.
You know what I'm saying? It was basically a practice. So the fact that you give them that freedom,
It's a practice.
and they can express to you, which I totally agree with, because I don't go to therapy if I need the shit. You know what I'm saying? I try to medicate myself.
Partner like them partner.
You know what I'm saying? I try to medicate myself, but at the same point in time, a lot of society feels that the reason that we're like that towards these kids is the reason why this situation is the way it is now. Feel on that. But like, it's like, what can you do when you get out here? It's going to be different.
Like,
all their situation is just different.
And it goes,
How we just focused on the generational aspect between MJ and LeBron. It's a different generation.
But again,
This is their form of evolution.
yeah, but it's also like to
I
y'all.
grew up with both mom and dad.
True, but to y'all, that's why y'all are so important. Your leaders are important. You can just hope and pray what you instilled in them in the time you had them. It did something.
But there's a
And
burden
the guys,
to that.
it's
It's a burden.
Of course.
Like it's a heavy burden, bro, because you become this father
Yeah,
to a myriad of kids.
and no, there's a part where it stops becoming just another number.
Yeah.
And you start to care. I remember I know, and that's what you said before with the ability to influence and how that can be a threat to like what you're doing. What you're doing can change the whole flow of the school, basically curriculum, and the way the school moves forward. And like you said, that can be a threat. And I felt that just now, especially working in Truman for like 900 years.
Like we've all been educated.
But how do you? I think you guys are on the right path to change, and with the emotion, because you kill it from within. You guys are in the door. You do have influence. You know what I'm
But
saying?
that's the whole point. I mean, not the point, but that was what I was mentioning. Like to walk through those doors, and again, speaking from me, like knowing what I feel like I'm up against. Like that's why I was rehearsing my presentation. Because it was from elementary, these little motherfuckers got broke.
Because you can't hold on.
Like third grade, because it's like you can't. It was like, you little motherfucker. Like, I will end you. You know what I'm saying? So,
I was feeling
so like,
You hit me, I'm gonna get my money like that.
but I
You know
just,
what my mama do in the streets.
but for me, I
You
just
know who my father is?
you.
you stupid.
Cut that one. You
I was mad late on it, but
You know what I'm saying? But when I started doing that towards them, I had to realize, like, yo, I got a lot of pain I'm dealing with. Where it feels like, yo, I'm busting my ass, I'm working hard. You see me working hard, but you don't see me. So now I'm gonna show you. Now I have to tell you. Now it's like, yo, look.
Then he like in a very condescending like
you stupid.
yeah, like on some you know me on some like nigga, take your shit.
Get your black ass.
With the class before I whip you in front of everyone.
Like you heard it.
But you know what anyone else would say, including some of our black females, you're being too sensitive.
But here's the thing, I feel like whenever I get myself in that type of situation, bro, I always feel like my ancestors are just looking at me like, alright man, what you gonna do?
And this is just a regular teacher. This ain't no hierarchy.
She was a regular math teacher.
See, that would actually piss me. I understand it feels like my manager. Like,
But my whole thing is, all my kids are looking at me on how I'm gonna respond.
I'm a black man in a white world. I'm a black man in a white world. I'm a black man in a white world. I'm a black man in a white. I'm in love, but I'm still sad. I found peace, but I'm not glad. All my nights and all my days,
I will end you.
I've been trying the wrong way. I'm a
This situation is the way it is now.
But here's the thing, I do teach my kids to be vulnerable, but I especially teach my kids to be masculine men. Like, you know, like, oh, that's fine. Because I want them to become strong and to be able to use their voice when they get older. Not to be like, oh, this old ass man is telling me something. Nah, Mr. Wharton told me that we're all equal at the end of the day. If I have an opinion, I should let you know. So in that way, I want them to be vulnerable in their emotion. But like at the same time, I tell my boys, I'm like, beat me in a push-up contest and I'll buy you a bacon, egg, and cheese. I want them to be masculine men. I don't want them to be sitting there playing video games and just wasting. Boys need to be running around and like using that energy.
Yeah.
And that's why immediately when I walk in with Bryce, I like to like let him get like kind of hyped and use his energy because boys need to use that energy so they don't always. Because usually they're being told to be quiet all the time, and I hate doing that as a teacher to my boys. But I mean, and that's why girls succeed at school, because usually they just shut the fuck up. Boys can't, because that's who we are as boys. Who got told to shut the fuck up when they were younger? Like, yeah.
I took it.
I feel that knocking on that door.
One of the most like, I gotta thank each and every one of you gentlemen tonight.
Mastermind right there, you know what I'm saying? But I want to
Real talk.
I was like, I said, oh, I saw your red pill.
See, that's
I was like, I gotta get on. I said, I gotta get on one of these.
That's what I
was like, what was that? I was like, yo, I gotta get on one of these. I was laughing. After I left.
Yeah.
But I said, nah, because I got a